Hello. Let me just see something here. Oh, okay. Got it. I got it, I think. Okay. So, hello. My name is Mel. If you're new here, thank you for giving this channel a chance. And if you are somebody who's returning, thank you for being here. This is a live stream, but it will also be posted as a reading afterwards. So don't worry if you're not here, you'll still be able to see it. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to be ringing some bells. If you have sound sensitivity, please. Okay. Hold on. Hold on a minute. So I got a little bit of a message from, I don't know, it could be Hecate. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try and use this reading to find out what goddess is trying to speak to us. I do have the goddess cards. Okay. But it just feels very Hecatean because it's like a crossroads kind of thing going on here. There's going to be different symptoms for everybody. Hold on, I wrote all this shit down. Let me look. Okay. Um, oh shit. Hecate and Ostara. That's fucking interesting. All right. So right now, okay, because of the pretty much every planet in Pisces and Aries, okay, this is feeling like an acute tension and exhaustion simultaneously. This feeling of I have to do, go, 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 go. But at the same time, either the other side of your brain or your body is like, no. So there's some sort of disconnect. Please leave in the comments if you resonate with any of this. Um, yeah, so I wrote, imagine you're running a marathon, okay? And you're at the 26th mile of this marathon and your body's exhausted, your mind is foggy. All you want to do is just go home and go to sleep. And then you look up and there's your coach. I know. Come on, let's go, 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 And you just kind of like, are you know what I mean? So it's that feeling of, but if I keep going, I'll be dead. Like I'll collapse if I keep going. So what is this energy, right? And you're all feeling it. I am too. Okay. Um, so there's an internal conflict right now because we have Mercury retrograding, right? And Mercury in retrograde isn't always what everybody thinks it is, but it has some pretty deep layers and roots when it comes to communication, right? So Mercury retrograding, it's acting like a glitch in the GPS. So you're almost there, but the map keeps spinning and you're like, hello, like you're driving, you got your foot on the gas, the GPS stops. And you're like, I don't know where I'm going now. So I've got to pull over and figure out where the fuck I'm going, right? Let's see. So it's one of those like feelings of I have to go, but I'm exhausted. Um, I have to go, but I have no idea where I'm headed, right? Uh, so yeah, basically there's like a short circuit. You're gonna have like high speed thoughts, anxiety mixed with like very heavy duty exhaustion. Okay. So let's see. Now this is coming into me. I wrote this speaking before they have the facts. Okay. I also have um you might feel like okay, this is funny, I'm imagining. You know like those foghorns, like "Wah!" You know what I mean? So I feel like that I'm just like sleeping and like I'm in and out, like, I'm nodding out, going to sleep. And then you're like, what the fuck? And then you lay down again. You're like, oh my God. Okay. That's what this feels like. All right. Then you're gonna have brain fog, right? From everyday brain fog of like, why am I in this room? What did I even come in here for? To literally forgetting some of the most important things in your life, forgetting about them, forgetting to do them, just completely dropping the ball on like everything in your life, right? Because you can't think straight. Hold on a second. There's something going on with the chat. Never works. Hold on. I really can never get it to work, I swear. How do I? One second. Da, 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 da. No. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. I can't see anything, but okay. So right now there's like zero patience for small talk, fake people. Like you're literally just you're losing it. You just don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. And one thing that you might be having are extremely vivid dreams, and you might be astral traveling, which could be exactly why you're so exhausted, right? Because when it's time to go to sleep, you're waking up and you're staying up from this. Yeah, you're astral traveling. It's like you're literally going to sleep, but then you're up, you're in another realm, walking around, doing your job there. And then you come back here, but not to sleep, to wake up in this body, in this version, to go do what you have to do here. It's like you're not sleeping at all. You're not sleeping in this realm, and you're not sleeping in that realm. You're all over the place, right? So some of you have gifts, okay? Um, some stronger than others, different than others, but there's somebody in here that has been astral traveling to gather information about something that it's like, there's you got your fit, you're like, it's right there. You can't. So you go to sleep and you try to do it in your dreams. Okay. So your subconscious is working overtime. Okay. It may also be to delete things, right? So like to memory dump shit that you don't need, shit that you don't need to remember, shit that you don't need to cry about anymore, shit about people that don't matter anymore, right? That you're going in subconsciously and you're just like, I can't. Nope. Nope. Goodbye. 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 You know what I mean? Get out. Okay. Next is sudden urges. So you might have a frantic need to change your hair, quit your job, send a truth bomb text that blows up your whole world. So all of this stuff has been happening to this collective, whether you want to admit it or not. It has been. Maybe not all of it, but I bet you're gonna tick off a few of these boxes. Okay. So what I tried to come up with was like almost a diagnosis of what this is. Now it's not an actual medical diagnosis. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not any sort of a doctor that can technically give any form of medical advice. Okay. This is for entertainment purposes only. However, all right. So I wrote the collective is being forced to sit in the discomfort of the unknown. You cannot think your way out of this. You have to feel your way through this fog. Okay. We have a new moon tomorrow, right? Wait, we'll be in Aries. So is it Cancer moon? Cancer new moon? Did I really not write this down? Oh no, it's Pisces. No, it can't be. Hold on. What new moon is coming, please? Pisces. Okay. And that is tomorrow night at 9:23 p.m. Maybe we'll do a little ritual here together for it. Okay. So what this means is a universal reset, right? So this is the last new moon of the astrological year. Hold on. Yeah. It occurs in the final degrees of Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, making it a powerful alpha and omega moment where endings and beginnings will blend together. Okay. Um, what's happening now is almost like the quiet before the storm. I called it the hush before the fire, but coming just 2 days before the spring equinox and the start of Aries season, March 20th, it serves as a final spiritual clearing before the year's engine restarts in earnest. So you guys know that the actual like astrological or even like earth calendar, the pagan calendar, I don't even know. I don't identify as anything specifically, but March should be the first month of the year. I mean, as far as spring, how do I explain this? So for December, right? December, Deca, but we're using 12, right? So Dec is 10. So technically October is December. Does that make sense? If you look at it that way, right? Because October is 8, not 10. Okay. October. Okay. That's number 8. December. That's number 10. So every single sign or whatever, I mean, a month should be two. How do I explain this? It's not coming out the right way. Mercury retrograde. All right, let me think. Okay, so October 10, December 12, November 11. Yeah, so I mean, whatever, you get the point. Okay. I don't want to get into this right now because I'm going to be changing the whole vibe, but you get what I mean, right? The calendar's fucked up. So the way that we go by calendars here in the Western world is specifically by the money involvement of it, taxes, shit like that. That's why we have that calendar. But the real calendar is different. Okay. So what else do you want me to say? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to explain it. I'm trying to explain to the chat about how the months or the numbers associated with the months is off because of the pagan calendar or something like that, the earth calendar, where October is actually 8 and December is actually 10, but we're using 12 and 10. Can you explain to me or to us so I can explain? Because this has something to do with it. Everything that I do in this reading, even if it seems like I'm just sitting here picking my nose, it's all part of this reading. Okay. So it said you're exactly right. The number of months is off because the original Roman calendar, often called the calendar of Romulus, had only 10 months. This is why the names of our late year months literally mean different numbers than their current position. Okay, cool. The original system, the year started in March, which is what I was trying to say, at the spring equinox. So this is technically the new year. That's what I'm trying to. Thank you. And this is New Year. This is like if you're a part of this occult like crew and you're very into nature and maybe shamanism or whatever it is, this is essentially the new year, right? So you get another chance to restart those New Year's resolutions. Okay. Winter was simply considered a monthless period. So basically, when Persephone wasn't around, it was like we didn't give a fuck. Okay. So Septem is 7. October is 8. November, 9, the ninth month. And December, 10. So yeah, September should be 7, but it's July. That's 7, right? So how it got shifted was it expanded to 12 months to better fit the solar year, the time it takes the Earth to go around the sun, adding January and February to account for winter, the dead period. Okay. if you're not familiar with me at all, I channel from everywhere, but I channel with the dead. So I deal with the dead. Okay. And I don't have a veil. We're just here together all the time. It's so much fun. But yeah, I usually converse with the big OG seed up in the top, the first, the only, the one that started it all, the Big Bang, and then the dead. So the dead are here to say, my birthday's in January. My birthday's in February. Somebody in here was like, my they're passed already. They're passed on. When I started to say that like they were considered dead months, they liked that. They're like, oh, it's for us. But then like, wait, my birthday's in January, February. Thank you, honey. I know he loves me. And I love him too. Just as I love all the prophets. Thank you. That's so nice. Okay. So to account for the dead period, the 2 months were added. Initially, they were added to the end of the year. Okay. Moving New Year's Day. Later, from the start of the year, was shifted from March to January 1st. This happened in 153. That could be significant. 153 BC, partly for political and military reasons. So the new leaders can take office earlier to prepare for what the fuck? War. Okay. The result, by starting the year in January instead of March, every number was pushed forward by 2 spots. That's obvious. Thank you. I don't need you to. Oh, here, wait, Earth. Blah, blah, blah. This is why many people who follow Earth based or pagan calendars still consider March, the equinox, to be the true beginning of the natural cycle, which aligns with the return of life and the actual Latin numbering of the months. Because you got to think of it this way, right? If New Year's was March, right, the spring equinox, that would make sense, right? Because now all the flowers are starting to bloom. You're seeing new life form. It's a new chance, right? But no, we're making resolutions in the most depressive months of our life, yearly or annually. That's probably why we don't stick to them, right? Because your boyfriend dumped you over Christmas. You thought you were getting engaged on Christmas, but you didn't get proposed to. So you're freaking out. You're upset. Your job is slow. You have to be around family. It sucks. And then you add all that on top of the winter where it sucks anyway. Just seasonal depression. I'm hearing seasonal depression where I just literally put wax, like this stuff, in my ear accidentally. This stuff is awesome. If you guys have soy candles at home, save the drippings because soy candles, you can use them as lotion. I'm just saying. I'm more of a medicine woman when it comes to shit like this. Like I'm always mixing stuff and trying to make herbs and yeah. So anyway, so okay, Quintilis and Sextilis were renamed for Julius and Augustus Caesar. You see what I mean? They're like name. I mean, not whatever. They're named after things considered to be a time of war. Like I guess they figured like once the sun was out more and it wasn't as cold, now we can go outside and like fight each other. I don't even know what this means. All right. Well, we have it here, right? We know if it comes out in the cards, we'll know. Okay. So once I started explaining to you the fog, right, and the dream sensitivity and the sudden breakthroughs, right? The moon is in a friendly sextile to Uranus. So this brings a planet of surprises. This can bring light bulb moments or sudden positive shifts that seem to materialize out of nowhere. Okay. Many of you are going to feel a strong pull to put the finishing touches on old chapters or release the obligations that no longer fit you. Okay. Um, so then I asked, which I'm going to ask the goddess deck anyway, but I was like, if this was to be a goddess, right? Who would it be? And I thought Hecate, right? And then they mentioned Ostara, right? She was the queen of spring, right? So this is literally Hecate and Ostara together. Can you do me a favor and put together what Hecate and Ostara would be here to do together? How would they work together? How would they work with the collective? Okay. So Hecate is like me, right? The death doula, right? I hang out with the dead, I help them transition, right? Hecate does that, right? But then, okay. Oh, wait, let me just read it. I think of Hecate as the midwife and Ostara as the newborn. Okay? They are the two halves of a heartbeat, the exhale and the inhale. In this specific transit, the Pisces fog into Aries fire, they work together like a cleanup crew and construction crew. Hecate will be here first since she rules the crossroads and the dark moon. Her job right now is to stand in this Pisces Mercury retrograde with her torch, right? To make sure that you can find her, right? What she's doing is showing the collective what is dead weight. She is the one pointing at the old habits, the X's, the lies, saying, you can't take that through this gate with you. They are not allowed to come with you. How she works is she provides the serious truth. She makes the room quiet and dark so you can finally hear your own intuition. She isn't mean. This is me, okay? I'm not mean. I'm efficient. I tell the truth, okay? How you're affected by that is about you and not me, right? And that's how you have to be to other people as well. Okay, so, oh yeah, and then she clears the field so Ostara can start seeding the new earth. Ostara is waiting at the Aries equinox gate. She is the energy of the new moon and the sun's return. Okay. What she is doing, she will uplift. As soon as Hecate clears the weeds, Ostara will strike the match, bring the green light, and burn, and then start over. Okay. So you've got Hecate that's going to help you acknowledge what dark things are still within that need to go, or what dark things that are still within you just need to integrate with, because that's integrate. You don't have to get rid of it. Integrate. Make it work for you, right? So it's almost like a handing of the torch, right? Hecate comes over, does her thing, hands the torch to a star, and she finishes, okay? Oh, interesting. This could be same-sex couple, too. Two women. I'm like thinking of that, like a twin flame, two women, very powerful. Very nice. So, yeah, so then, as I was explaining, that you are going to feel a strong pull to put finishing touches on these old chapters. Okay. This lunation is about surrender and flow rather than force. Okay. In Hindu traditions, this corresponds with Kaitra and Amavasya, a time for spiritual cleansing and ancestral rituals. It is also immediately followed by the beginning of Navrat. Oh my God. I can't pronounce it, but this date, March 19th, Navratri. Navratri on March 19th, creating a potent manifestation portal that blends intention setting with divine feminine energy. See, whether you're male or female, you have to come together with that divine feminine energy, because you have been living in an energy of like hyper independence where like you don't want anybody to help you. Stay away from me. You don't know what you're talking about. When I talk to you, it makes me feel worse, actually. And it's this cycle of being isolated, depressed, coming out, being mistreated, saying fuck you, and going back in. I gotta put this hat over my head so I can do this. But you get what I'm saying? And now you're not going back in. There will be no more going back in. I mean, you go back in sometimes because you got to meditate, but there will be no more of this back and forth. I just saw, okay, so it's like you're going to wake up at a different timeline, and whoever you were arguing with the day before is going to be a lot nicer to you. And it's going to be up to you whether you want to bring it up again or you want to just let it go. It's going to be kind of like that. Go to sleep at night, set your intentions. I fought with my boyfriend. I don't want to fight with him. I don't want him to break up with me. You get up the next morning. He made you a cup of coffee. He's not acknowledging what happened. He's not making a big deal. Leave it alone. Don't bring it up again. Oh, I don't even know why I don't know what I'm saying. This is all for you. Okay. These are basically clues. It's not like a reading with storyline. It's like, is this you? I'm going to tell you all this shit, and then you decide if it's you, right? All right. So I have a drunk. I wrote drunk, disconnect, which everybody's probably drinking today. Not everybody, but most. Okay. Uh, Pisces new moon tomorrow at 9:23 p.m. Speaking before you have the facts. Divine feminine energy receiving. Then I see drinking problem again. And then I saw two figure eights, right? So you know that the figure eight is essentially it's like the lemon stack, right? Where it just keeps going like a little racetrack. Now it's St. Patty's Day. This is what this is what I was told to do. Put two figure eights through each other. And now we have a four-leaf clover. Please feel free to give your opinion, talk in the chat. But that's what I'm seeing now. I'm seeing a four-leaf clover. I'm seeing a butterfly, a dragonfly, pods. Pods. Okay, so now this is reminding me of little egg pods, almost like there's eggs in all these different pods. Seeds, eggs, whatever you want to call them. I'm seeing this butterfly or dragonfly, whatever this is, dying, and then all of the pods empty onto the soil with these seeds. All right, let me start pulling some cards and see what's good. What the fuck is that? And after this live, I'm gonna start recording individual zodiac readings and I'll be putting them up. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe here. I do have other channels, but I like this one better, I guess. All right. Okay. I'm gonna put on some music, but it's gotta be my music. I'm a musician. So I'm gonna because I'm not copywriting my own shit right now. So I'm just gonna play my music so that we have something to listen to. Because I cannot put my shit here. My music that I actually like. I mean, I love my music. You get what I'm saying. Do I have to? Oh no. That didn't work. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna want to do it. Thank you guys for being patient. Whoever. It's don't worry, we have a lot of fun here, okay? No! There you go. Okay. So if you guys like any of the songs that you hear me playing, they are on Suno. And I'll give you the link as soon as I can figure out how to get to my thing. And it's probably in You know what? It's not here. On my TikTok, it might be. Petty jokes. You sip your coffee acting like we close. Let me just get some cards. Hold on. I don't really plan because I feel like it just gets worse what I plan. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about this. There's something that I want to read you out of the Bible. Okay. And not like that. Like it's fucking really fucking cool. And it explains a lot of stuff. Oh no! Oh no! Oops. All right, so I'm gonna actually get. So remember how I was talking about the goddess like Hecate and Ostara? So I have these. They're heaven and hell oracle, and then I have this goddess deck, and I want to look see what angels, demons, and goddesses show up for you in this reading. Okay, we deal with demons. We deal with anything that lives in the afterlife here. You know, unfortunately, the fallen are included. But a lot of these demons are actually pretty wise, and they're always here to help you learn. They're never here just to hurt you, unless you did something terrible to hurt somebody else. So don't be afraid of that, okay? But if you are somebody who gets like spooked easily, this may not be the channel for you, only because crazy paranormal shit goes on around here. It even scares me pretty badly. So, oh, let me turn this light off. I'm gonna ring the bells. So, just if you don't like sounds or you can't handle bells ringing in your ear, just volume down a little bit, maybe. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is the Lucifer song. You see Mr. Black Sheep over here? The fuck is going on here? Who clipped your wings? Yeah, yeah, you're dead, Frieza. Thank you to the demons and the angels in this deck. Please help me with messages for the collective's best and highest good always. Okay, here we go. So this is my prayer. I played this at the beginning of the lives, okay? So this is for all of us, all right? It's a song with a prayer in it. I will read you the words, okay? No, no, no. No, I want the whole, I want the words. Thank you. There we go. That's right. Like I'm gonna cry. Come on. I just want to see the words. There we go. Okay. So it's I rise in a trance and catch codes from the sky. Ancient light pours through my mind's eye. Turn codes to symbols, then symbols to speech. Pull cards for the message just out of your reach. I'm here to guide your intuition, not here to teach. I'm not here to shame you. I'm not here to preach. The stars have watched you as you've grown. Codes bring meaning to the seeds you have sown. When you feel hopeless, helpless, and afraid, this will help you push through to nurture the eggs you've laid. Blessed be the me and the three, as I will it, so it shall be. Amen. That's what she's singing. Well, what I'm singing. All right. Saraswati. Look, she's got music and she's in a lotus. Santa Muerte and the High Priestess. See it? Wow. There's Persephone. See how we talked about all of them? There's Isis. Santa Muerte wants to come out. And so does Persephone. Okay, we've got everybody here. Isis, This song that I made, it tells you how to breathe and ground when you're anxious. It's a Yep. Piss, piss. Literally piss. Somebody has to pee. Okay. Okay. I ruined it. Hold on. I ruined it. Okay. No more piss. Okay. Let's get a demon, please. Amdusius. Look, making mistakes. It literally says making mistakes. It's telling me I just made a mistake. Spiritual communication, new beginnings. You can't make it up. And then 13, the death card, the magician. And then 53 is 8, is Leo, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini. New beginning. Okay. Impossible planning and forgetfulness and the release of forgetfulness and release of unpleasant thoughts. Well, yeah. Wow. That's kind of what we're talking about. Perception and revelation. Okay. Let me just think. I'm trying to put all this together. Who are you? I feel like we do have some of the dead here right now. Who are you? It's a man. Okay. I'm gonna get out some charms and see if we can maybe spell some names out. Uzumi, Isis. There she is in this pile that just came out. Hecate. Demeter, Santa Muerte again. Demeter is Persephone's mom. I mean, the reason this is here is because the dead are always with me here. So we have to just acknowledge the dead always because they are here. We acknowledge you. All right, so this is what you want. Hecate, Santa Muerte, and Demeter. I'm trying to see like what I can see right here. I see the crone. I see Lakshmi. I see the crone. Oh, shit, yeah. See, look right there. The Hecate, the triple moon goddess. The crone. The the bonus. Why am I so confused? Okay. They want me to get messages as to who they are first. So I'm gonna get the charms right here, and we're gonna ask questions. Essentially, what I call this little segment is asking the afterlife. And if this little experiment goes well, then I will be doing an entire channel like that. Okay. Where we just ask the dead. That's it. We ask them what I want to know, what you want to know, and honestly, we ask them everything. We even talk to them about like what do they think about what's going on in the world. It's kind of fun. Now, I'm sorry that I don't see any comments. For some reason, it's black. Can't see it. Blank. But if you guys can see them, please talk to each other at least. So what this is a ginormous thing of letters and names and clues and pennies for the dates of birth. There's everything in charms. Show you. See? Okay. And these are stuck between my fingers, so we'll take those. What is that? Touche. Spelled wrong. Tuce. This is like truce. Maybe somebody wants to call it truce. Why is there a hair in here? Can we not have that here? Thank you. 2021. A lot of people that have been in and out of here, you guys, your awakening started in like 2021. I can't even see. Oh, 1943. Somebody could have been born in 1943. That could be who's here with us right now, actually. Get out of my ear. Okay. You were never broken. I'm the. Okay, so I have 1981, the name Jackson, Christina, Roberto or Robert, Jennifer. A lot of years here. So whatever these years are to you, they could be the year you were born, somebody else was born, an anniversary, a year that something happened. I don't know. It's going to be totally up to you to figure that out. Sorry. Okay, so we have 1964. Wow. 1996. 2012. 1997. 1999. 2017. 1969. 1978. 1974. 2012 again. 97. 2001. 2004. 1919. Holy shit. 1978. 1987. Jesus. Okay. Oh. All right, let me just repeat here. Where are these? Did I forget these? No, these are ones I threw over here. 97, 96. Yeah, I got these already. Okay. Hold on, I want to see the fucking chat. On. Okay, good. No, you're all good. Where are the comments? Oh, wait, I see the comments now. Okay, what do I have a wait? Do I have a rock? What do you mean? Do I have a rock? What does that even mean? I made my own band. That's my band. All right. I'm seeing Mag, like Magda. I'm seeing, oh, look, Magic with a K. Hold on. I can't play this song. I can only play my own stuff. Alexa, can you play binaural beats, Alexa ambient sounds?
Here's binaural beats from Alexa Ambient Sounds.
Alexa, volume 8. Okay, so I'm going to be using this frequency. Not a lot of people like it, so it's really up to you whether or not you can handle hearing it the whole time, but this is kind of how I connect to the dead. Gas. Somebody has gas or they need to go get gas. Somebody said somebody who's here said they saw somebody that's here, something happened at a gas station or getting gas, something like that. Or you're just disgusting. I don't know what to tell you. Beg? Somebody was begging for something. Maybe somebody was begging for money at a gas station and you gave them money. Something like that. I mean, it's not a bad thing, whatever this is. Uh, there's a bat, there is a fish, and there is an owl. Air and water. Somebody's name is Becky, Becca. Something about, I hear like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So, like, maybe this is somebody from the South where, like, it's just common to just say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, after, when somebody asks you for something. I don't know. I'm seeing mom. I'm seeing gum. Thank you. I would like, where's my gum? Um, ow. um, something about a gecko. Something about a gecko. They're right here. What do you mean? Where are the letters? You can see the whole thing here. You can't see it. Oh, you asked what are they? They're letters. And as I look at them, my intuition, my guides, the dead, whoever, gives me an epiphany, so I know what I'm looking at, what you might resonate with. I'm seeing names. Craig. Craig. Something about a cage. GHB. What is that? Not like a. Isn't that like, oh, isn't that like the roofie stuff? Dude, Samantha, honey, you can just go because like now the fact that you're in here, you're participating in witchcraft because you're in here. So be careful. You don't want to bring anything bad home with you after you leave this chat. Okay. I just backstage, I just heard. Backstage. Upstage. Copycat. Catfish. That's what I'm seeing. Sage. Catfish. Sage. The name Kayla. Something Kay, or just K. Oh, K Jewelers. I don't even want to say it. Sometimes, like when people like come in here and say stupid shit, I'll hear my guides being like, "Yeah, I'm getting in bed with them tonight," or "I'm gonna stand over their bed like this all night," and I start laughing because it's funny. Okay, let's see what else. Look, the first fucking name, Caitlin. I just said that. You see what I'm saying? Stop this reading. Somebody has to leave. Maybe sue, or maybe somebody's suing someone. Lonnie Dillon, admit it now. Admit it now. Look, cat now. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, we're getting into it now. Matthew, mom. Delilah, Jamie, Mike, Joseph, Faith, Faith, Mindy. Okay. Okay, let's see. Party, Party. I'm seeing pantry, pantry, partly, something like a partly, exit, gar. All I keep hearing is gar. I want to say like a gargoyle, but I don't think that's even what it is. A cart, pit, 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 pity party. How funny is that? The pity party. Something about ignore it, ignore them, whoever it is that you're ignoring, keep ignoring them. Uh, MGK. So there's somebody like Machine Gun Kelly, a little bit more than you rightfully should, or that anybody rightfully should. So about MGM. So maybe somebody went to like Disney or something like that. Somebody's name is Taylor, but maybe you call them Tay, like Tay. I'm seeing something very tart. A tart. I see somebody making a face at you though. I don't know why. Let's see. Um, yeah. The thing is with my readings is like if you don't know what's going on and you're not picking up on what's actually happening, it's just not your time to understand it. But you will. You will. Okay. Ba-ba-bee. Oh, Gim. Somebody's last name could be like Miguel or their first name Miguel. Guy. Gay. Okay. Maybe there's somebody named Miguel that is gay. Okay. Do you? Let's see who else. Pick. Your picker. It says your picker is off. Isn't everybody's picker off right now? Pick her up. Pick her up and tick her off. Tick her off. Pick her up, tick her off. Tick her off. But I see like ticker. Picker ticker. I see TIT as well. A tit picker. A mixologist. Maybe somebody's a bartender. Somebody bought somebody a gift, like a gag gift, and it was really insulting. Or if it was, if you don't know about it, they're going to tell you. Matt. Somebody's name is Matt. That came up again. Maybe somebody named Matt has no gag reflex. So it looks like to me. Something about memory in a phone. Then I'm seeing a lot of messages. Somebody could have a lot of unread text messages. Kiss. Kiss, kiss. Kissy. Like kissy face, right? Instead of the other one. It's like kissy face. Okay. So essentially everything I'm saying, everything I'm doing, any song you hear, if I fart right now, that's part of your reading. Do you get what I'm saying? Everything. And the way that I do readings is really you're doing the reading. I'm giving you the clues. You're supposed to figure out what's going on, not me. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how it works. I really am not supposed to be telling you, and the cards don't really give you those answers. It is a mixture. For me, my intuition comes first, my body second, and the cards are third. So these cards, I just like playing with them. And I like using them to reiterate what I've said to be true or whatever, even if it's not true. It's kind of like fact checking me, right? Which I always want you to do, by the way. Okay. We have, for the last few letters, Marve. Marv. Marv. Marvin. Marvel. Marvel. Maybe somebody's a comic book lover. And something about an RV. Getting married, living in an RV. Veering. Somebody veered off the road. Like that. They veered off the road. I don't know if that's an accident or somebody's been, they veered off their path. And it's okay to start your own path, right? But in this case, there was one to follow. Hmm, the ducky. I just heard duck hunting. Scorpio, Cancer, Sag. And are there any? This one's folded. This one's folded real good. Libra. Okay. So Libra, justice, balance, right? Scorpio, death. Sag, adventure, right? Spiritual. This could even be astral traveling. Sagittarius is Jupiter energy, which is good luck, right? Good fortune, expansion. Cancer is all about emotions, feeling emotions, giving out emotion, nurturing. This is like the theme of this channel, right? Right? Death. Then you come to me and I tell you you're dead, right? And I'm sorry. And then we talk, right? Then from there, we try to figure out what they need to do to regain energetic balance without an emotional overflow, still looking forward to the future, still looking forward to there being something good coming your way, but not being deluded about it either. The fine line there. So the whole purpose of us talking to these goddesses, right, is because we want to know why are they here exactly and what do they want us to do? And if we do those things, what will happen? Okay, where's the book? Right, let me just look up Santa Muerte. Okay, so Santa Muerte is keyword death. Symbols: calavera, hourglass, oil lamp, and marigold flowers. Do I have a marigold? Hold on. No, I think this is a dandelion. Good enough. Okay. Let it go. Okay, so she's saying to you, I let go to create space in my life. Okay, which is what we've been talking about, letting go of shit that doesn't need to be there, making room. Santa Muerte is the personification of death and is an idol, deity, and saint. She is also known as Our Lady of Holy Death. She is often seen as a skeletal female figure adorned in a robe. Santa Muerte is a beloved saint who is not feared because her representation as death, because of her representation as death, but is loved with many shrines around the world. That's not even right. Hold on. She is often seen as a skeletal female figure adorned in a robe. Santa Muerte is a beloved saint who is not feared because of her representation of death, but is loved with many shrines around the world active to her and is a widely celebrated deity. She is also associated with healing, protection, delivering her devotees safely to the after shadow in the afterlife. That's what I just said I do. You see how things are going to start matching? She's also, okay, sorry, in your reading today, Santa Muerte has been known to grant favors and perform miracles to those who are her devotees. 16, number 17 could be significant. Santa Muerte is here in your reading today as a sign of the end of something. The ending in our mortal lives is death, but it does not mean that. It means the end of everything. Death and life have an interconnectedness, and energy can't really be destroyed, only changed. This is exactly what I just said. Like literally. I am a death doula. Wow. Santa Muerte wants you to acknowledge that something has ended or is permanently different. The process of acceptance of this quote unquote death may be long and painful or welcome and comfortable. It is different for everyone and in every situation. Allow yourself and others the grace to move through this journey. Okay, so it depends on if you want to work with this deity, but I wouldn't start working with any deities until you like really get in tune with yourself because you don't need a bad version of something you thought you were conjuring to follow you around for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Sorry, my back hurts, so I'm standing. Okay. Now I'm going to read you the shadow meaning. Santa Muerte in shadow position has come to you in your reading because something is not working the way it should. You have likely been holding out hope. Oh my God. Holding on too long and not wanting to give up. Santa Muerte has witnessed you trying, whether that is trying to fix things, compromising, or negotiating to make things work. But it hasn't. It is now time for you to accept that and let it go. If you refuse to move forward, you will no longer function at your best and your life will start to pass you by. Wow. Demeter. Well, there's Hecate. We'll do her first here. Hecate, the crossroads, torch, Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound, and the pentagram. I am empowered in my decision making. Hecate is the powerful crone, Greek goddess of magic, witchcraft, and the moon. She is known for her connection with the spirit world and is the goddess of the crossroads. These crossroads include the one between the physical and the spirit. That's like my song that I made, um, called The In Between. Okay. Um, wow. These crossroads include one between the physical and spirit world, and the crossroads of decisions as she can see the past, present, and future at the same time. She holds a torch that lights the way to truth and wisdom through the darkness. That's definitely this channel. She also carries a knife that cuts ties to anybody in the past. Hecate has a special connection with dogs, both alive and ghosts. She also has connection to Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound that guards the door to the underworld. See, Hecate is like what I identify as is like a psychopomp, right? You can just kind of touch every realm that you need to touch to get information. You are coming to a crossroad that requires you to make an important decision. Hecate's message is not to worry about making the wrong choice. You can always alter your path on the road or change your mind later when you make the decision to cut your negative ties. There is nothing there for you now anyway. You will remain stuck if you allow connections to linger or find yourself always going back to people or situations that are not healthy. Make a clean break. In the shadow, you may be feeling stagnation and fear of making the wrong decision. It has you stuck in a situation that no longer is good for you. You know deep down that you need to make this change. Embrace the unknown and trust and faith in your abilities to handle anything that comes your way. If you have been allowing other people to make your decisions for you or have been allowing others to sway you, this is a call to take your power back and to make a decision that is right for you, your well being, and your life. Okay? Now you can start small and work your way up. Maybe there's something that you really need to do. Make a phone call. You don't want to do it. You haven't done it. You're avoiding it. Just make that phone call and watch once that anxiety, because you don't even realize when you have something to do and you don't want to do it, even if consciously you're not freaking out about it, your body is. Do you know what I mean? Your body knows that you're nervous. Your body knows that something's coming. Um, so yeah. Uh, let's see. Write down your list of fears for moving forward. So let me know in the chat right now what um do you know you have to make, but you're procrastinating on it. Gaslighting yourself, right? Into saying it's fine. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that right now. But you do. Okay. That's what this is about, right? And then last but not least, Demeter. If you guys want, this live will be posted after it's done. So you can just go back to it and screenshot the letters. Okay, because the chat won't be on there. Won't be blocking it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I couldn't see the chat, so I didn't even know you wanted me to do that. I have actually like those little things that you can stand them on somewhere. I'll find it and then we'll use that next time. Yeah, apologize to those you need to if you have been causing unnecessary drama. Oh, it's Ishtar. That was an accident. Okay, Demeter, Demeter. There we go. Okay, so Demeter is all about tenacity, the cornucopia, corn, bees, and honey. I can and I will. That is her affirmation. I can and I will. Okay. Demeter is the Greek goddess of earth, agriculture. See the whole Ostara thing before when I told you about spreading the seeds? If you were paying attention or if you're on the level where you can understand what's going on, I need you to write these things down when you see these synchronicities. Yes, it shows that I have a gift, but these are your messages. They're for you. And sometimes you'll hear something or see something and it won't click for days, weeks, months. Write stuff down in here so you are keeping track of it. Okay, she is extremely passionate and loyal to her family. When her daughter Persephone was abducted and brought into the underworld, Demeter was very tenacious in her search. She was also single-minded in her hunt for her daughter. The seasons stopped changing and all living things started to die. Her determination paid off and a deal was struck so Persephone could return to Earth so the seasons could continue. Demeter's message is never give up. This is a sign that you are on the right track and you just need to keep going. You have no idea just how close you are to this breakthrough. So while it may feel like a lot of hard work right now, you know that it'll be worth it. You will thank yourself later for all that you have done to improve your life and yourself. If you truly want something, you need to let go of distractions and persist until you get what you want. Success is usually 10% glamour and 90% bloody hard work. You cannot have what you want in life without being willing to work for it. Embrace Demeter's tenacious energy and go after your goals. While having focus is great, don't allow yourself to ignore the other essential things in your life. You guys, I said this! I just said it! You still need to make time for the important people and things in your life that you need to experience. Life will slip through your fingers if you do not come up for air now and then. You also need to know when something is complete. There is being determined, and then there is being foolhardy. Take a few steps back and look at the practical and logical sides of your efforts. You may need to switch things up, find a better way to do things, or even start something brand new. There's always something new to learn. Set aside one afternoon this week to connect with a loved one with no work talk, no phones either, I guess in person. Ask for help or advice if you're stuck. So now we'll go back to my notes here, right? And let's see. Pods emptying into the soul. Remember how I wrote K and then it came out? 923. 8 8. You guys can be seeing a lot of eights. Maybe 555, 10 10. Maybe you're seeing eights or things that equal eight. So like you'll see eights or you'll see like 53 or 35 or you know what I mean? 44, 444. That's another one. Somebody in here is Pisces. Is anybody in here a Pisces? Or anybody in here a Pisces? Anybody? Yeah, there's somebody that's passed on in here, and their birthday was either in January or February, like we talked about earlier, or just something to do with eights. Maybe that's the thing. The eight is okay. Eight should be October. So October or August? October or August? Huh? What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, I Samantha telling me it's witchcraft as she's sitting in here participating with it. It's so bad. Witchcraft is horrible. Horrible. So I'm going to go in the room and sit in the middle of this energy. And hopefully in the process I'll make a witch really unhappy and it won't be good for me. Woo, good idea. You know what I love? How people think that I don't believe in Jesus just because of what I do. It's like, no, I believe in everything, actually. I believe in all the prophets. Jesus isn't God, he's a prophet, just like me, just like anybody else that you watch. Prophets, prophets, prophets. We get wisdom, we speak in parables. So, these were the parables. I started looking at them, and the first one that caught my eye was the parable of the sower, number 13, right? And this states that same day Jesus went out of the house and sat by the lake. Such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seeds fell amongst thorns, which grew up to choke the plants. Still other seed fell on the good soil, where it produced a crop, 160 or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, now this is for you, listen. Whoever has ears, let them hear. The disciples came to him and asked, why do you speak to the people in parables, like riddles, like what I do, okay? He replied, because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven have been given to me, not to them. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. This is why I speak to them in parables. So what he's saying is you're actually not supposed to know any of the things that I'm telling you. And you'll actually might even get in trouble for it if I tell you. So he does it in another way, kind of like me, right? Where I just don't go straight to it because I'm not just going to start telling you everything. I have to learn too. It comes to me, right? Then I want to learn about it and then I'll tell you. But the wisdom is only meant for those who are going to understand it. And it is not my job or anybody else's job to make sure they understand it. They will understand it when it is their time to understand it. Literally. Hold on a minute. I hate this, but they want me to always have a hat on my head, just like to protect my crown. Okay. So it says here, though seeing they do not see, though hearing they do not hear or understand. Do you get it? Just because you're seeing me and listening to me, it doesn't mean you understand anything that's going on here. And that's the whole point. The ones who are supposed to understand will understand. The ones that don't, I don't know. Maybe because they run around in chat rooms making fun of people. You're not gonna God will not give you any wisdom. And God did not tell you to go in and start harassing people accusing them of crazy shit, right? That's why the people who are meant to hear it will hear it. And if you don't hear it, okay. In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. You will be ever hearing, but never understanding. You will be ever seeing, but never perceiving. For this people's hearts have become calloused. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. Blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. For truly, I tell you, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see, but did not see it, and to hear what you hear, but did not hear it. When anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in their heart. This is the seed sown along the path. The seed falling on the rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and at once receives it with joy. But since they have no root, it lasts only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they quickly fall away. The seed falling amongst the thorns refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, making it untruthful. If you are here and you do understand and you can follow what I'm doing, because just how I read, if you can follow it, then there's probably something really good in this for you. And I will be posting this live so you can go back and watch it. Hold on, let me just get some cards. So essentially, what this reading is about is taking care of yourself, asking the right questions, cutting things away that don't need to be there, being honest with yourself about what needs to be cut away. Become a better absorber of truth. Right now, if you like, you're a sponge, right? And let's say the sponge is dirty with like meat all over it or something, but right in the middle, it's clean. Um, why are you giving me that example? It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, because okay, so if this is a sponge and this is all filthy, and then you put a little bit of like dish soap in here and start scrubbing, you're scrubbing around meat soap. Clean out the sponge. Does this make sense? I mean, probably not, because this is how I speak. Perception of unity. 63. Folly. Huh, huh. 44. Shacks. He's back. Look at this. And underneath, Balaam, false promises. False promises. Shacks is here to give you uh victory over violence. Success instead of success without having to cause a war. The people in this room, the people who are going to watch this, the people that come around to me, especially on TikTok, you all You know that you like chaos. I don't even you don't admit it. But you thrive off of chaos. You thrive. And so, but you don't know that. You don't know that, right? So you got to take that and you got to transmute it into something that works for you. If somebody's attacking you, don't attack them back. Just take it and like use it for something else. Transmute. Now, as I've said, this channel it's an advanced channel because I'm an advanced reader, right? So when these kind of woo-woo things come out, it's going to be hard to follow, but you'll get it eventually. I have faith in you. Okay. So for Shax, he is a marquis, 44th spirit. Shax or Shaz is a great marquis who appears in the form of a stock dove with a hoarse yet subtle voice. His office is to take away the sight, hearing, or understanding. Hello? We just read that in here. We just read the Bible. You can't make it up. Holy crap. So cool. So fucking cool. I basically just said that to you. I just read it out of the Bible. And Shax is saying the same thing. He says his office is to take away the sight, hearing, or understanding of any person at the command of the exorcist and to steal money out of the houses of kings and carry it again in 1200 years. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. God the eternal lasting, Psalm 119, 108. Accept, I beseech thee, the free will offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. People born under this angel, okay, which is Ayalahaya, love to travel in order to learn and succeed in all undertakings. And their names are famous in the pomp of glory. Ayelia ensures the success of a useful undertaking, provides protection against magistrates and during trials, and ensures victory against armies. This soul guardian is of those born between 2:20 and 2:40 p.m. So were you born between 2:20 and 2:40 p.m.? The moral guardian of those born on May 2nd, July 13th, September 23rd. Hallelujah. 9:23. 9:23 p.m. You see? Holy motherfuck. Okay, so May 2nd, July 13th, September 23rd, December 4th, or February 14th. Physical guardian of those born between October 21st and October 25th. If commanded, Shax will fetch horses or any other thing, but he must first be commanded into a triangle, or else he will deceive and tell many lies. Shax sometimes gives good familiars and governs 30 legions of spirits. And look, oh my God, look at the page number. The page number 103 that reduces to 13. I'm shaking. Like I'm literally shaking. How cool is this? How fucking cool is this? I can't. You have a lot of protection. This stuff that's coming out is already on that piece of paper. And you saw it before I did this. So that's your confirmation. Do you see now how these readings go? I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna just do things. And then when I'm ready to confirm it, it will be confirmed. So even if I don't make sense to you, it will make sense. And if it doesn't, then this isn't your channel. It's just not your group. That's all. Maybe you'll come back another time. No hard feelings, right? So if you want to look up the demon Shax, extreme opposites or opposing factions. War. War. Mouth for war. Use it for what it's for. Sorry, I make weird faces when I'm concentrating. The flood. The flood. I just heard the floods. Hold on. The floods. What is this happening? Stop. Stop. So earlier I explained like all the symptoms that you might be feeling. Did you catch that? I can't keep up because I look up, there's 20 people in here. I look down, there's two. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I know that I guess it's just certain people don't understand that real mediums and real tarot readers, they take their time, right? We think, we have to do things. We're not card flippers. I am not a card flipper. It's just not. I use cards, but I'm not one of those. So I'm just letting you know right now. Do I answer questions? Yep. Do I do them for free? Yeah. If I feel like I need to talk to you. If somebody in here, if somebody passed on in here and they want to talk to one of you, I will reach out to you. I will let you know. But if not, I'm just doing a collective, right? Matthew. I just keep hearing Matthew and clash, like clashing with somebody named Matthew. Maybe, no, weird. Maybe, no. Yeah, no, maybe. What is this? There's 10. Something about October or December, because this should be December. The 10th house. And also I'm more of a medium and astrologer. I kind of it's a lot of this is based on actual astrology and the fact that I love astrology. Aquarius in the 10th house. Wow. Um, this is the Secret Teachings of All Ages, and then this is the Signs and Symbols book. I'm being pointed to something in these books, so we'll find out. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it a lot. I love you guys. Even if you think I'm the devil, it's fine. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Maybe I am. Who knows? Right? Who really knows? You could be. How do I know? And and is that new about the letters again, or is that the same message? Because they're already back in the box. So your best bet is to rewatch this when it posts and screenshot the letters. Um, I will go back and I'll pull out what letters and I'll note them in the description. Okay. But I'm not going to do it right away. So definitely look. Good. I have all these new cards here. And what we're going to do now that we know, that regardless of what's going on, you're being asked to let go because spring is here. Spring is coming. Let go of the. What do you say? Die? Okay. Ah, fuck me. Okay, let's cut those cords. Let's clean up the mess and say goodbye to whatever's holding you back. So I'm gonna flip these pages, and the first person to say stop, I will stop on that page. Okay. If you do not say anything, I will stop when I feel I'm ready. Okay. Here we go. Feel free to participate. Okay, I'm choosing it. I'm gonna choose it. Look at that. The hand, as I was just using my hands to cleanse you. Okay. So it has all the tarot cards on here as well. Isn't that crazy? So it says the hands are considered the general shape of the palm and fingers, dominant lines and the mounds at the base of the fingers and the thumb, even relative finger length and length of the depth and the lines that are significant. So everything in your hands. Your fingers relate to confidence and discipline, creativity and communication, while the mounds relate to pride, imagination, love, and sadness. This, together with the shape and color of the hand and how it is held, enables a palm reader to discover not just the present, but also your future. So, somebody here may have gone to see a palm reader or wants to see a palm reader. I'm learning how to read palms, but just started learning, so I cannot do that for you. But maybe somebody here wants to do that, wants to get a palm reading. Oh my God. I didn't even see this. It says oil in the hands. And that's what I literally just put in my hands. See, this is my mixture, but this is oils, and this is moon water on the bottom. See, oils, moon water. New beginnings, represented by the rabbits. New beginnings. Aren't they so cute? Hello. Let's go. Follow me down the rabbit hole. New beginnings. So it says in Arab countries, a traditional method of fortune telling is by reading the formation of a pool of oil in the palm of your hand. The way in which the oil runs into the line signifies a person's character as well as foretelling the future. Okay. Seven. Seven. V for victory. X. X marks the spot. As above, so below. Okay. Do you guys check your palm for me, okay? Check your palm and look for this. M. Okay. Check your palm for the M. Looks like I think a lot of us have this, to be honest with you, but see M M. My initials, oddly enough. Beautiful. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask why this, right? Now we want to ask why. Why did you just bring this up? And why do I have so much oil on my hands now? Hold on. Okay. Let's just see what's here. Yeah, and then here is astrology, which that's the next page is astrology, as I was talking about before. Oh my God. Hi, Nikki. All right, let's see. Hmm. Neptune. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start flipping. So first person to say stop. Okay. I don't even know who's in here. I can't even see that. Like I said, though, there's 20 people, two people, five people, no people. All right, let's see. I don't mind though because I'm when I record these lives, it's like recording a video, so it's perfect. Doesn't matter if there's no one in here because I'm gonna do the reading anyway and then record it. I mean, and then post it. Okay. The medieval table of alchemical symbols. So alchemy, astrology, palm reading, shamayim, which is divine fiery water, the first outflow of the word of God, the flaming river pouring from the presence of eternal. Shamayin, the fiery androgynous water, divides the fire, becomes a solar fire, and the water becomes a lunar water. I said moon water, right? They said my moon water is oil, and on the bottom is moon water. You see how this is all connecting now? And once this all starts connecting, That is going to just show you that whatever I said before this that you thought was nonsense, it wasn't. So you might want to go watch it again. Now, this talks about Lucifer, which my song before, Lucifer Lightbringer. In order to reestablish the Shamayim, which Lucifer had perverted, this universe was formed as a means of liberating it from the dark cloud within which it was locked by the failure of Lucifer's attempt to control it. Remember when I was like, maybe I am the devil. Remember when I used to say, what if the devil comes back as a woman and it's me? Remember when I used to say that? What if Satan, not even Satan, Lucifer, because they're two different people, characters. What if Lucifer comes back and it's a woman? Look, see, it's mentioning the parables. Do you see what I'm saying? Now it's saying parables. The parables. The parables. I mean, hello. Hi. Somebody's birthday could be December 22nd. Look at the page number. You got, you can't make it up. 444. I literally was saying this. This is nuts. This is nuts. Where are my glasses? Because I can't see. 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 Oh, there you go. Hermes. This is an alchemical table. It has Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, the Moon, Luna. You guys want to see it? Oh my God, there's Tartar. I saw that on TV last night. Something totally unrelated. It's turn lead to gold. The fact that the scriptures reveal hidden knowledge, if considered allegorically, it is clearly demonstrated by the parable describing King Solomon, his wives, concubines, and virgins, which parable occurs 1785, 1713, 8, 4, 12, 3. It always equals 3. Freemasons. There's the alchemical cryptogram, which we talked about before as well. It says beginning with the word visita and reading clockwise the 7 initial letters of the 7 words. 7. Remember 7? This is a very simple alchemical enigma, but it is a reminder that those studying the works of Hermeticism, Rosicrucianism, alchemy, Freemasonry should always be on the lookout for concealed meanings, either in parables and allegories or in cryptic arrangements of numbers, letters, words, and art. So this is literally telling you to just shut up and watch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a 2-minute break, and then I'm going to do a regular, like, quick reading, and I'll answer some questions if I feel guided to. So if you're here in about 2 minutes, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to start a reading, and then you guys are going to talk, right? And just say shit. If you want to, if your grandfather, whatever, is here, you want to talk to them, just say that. Grandpa, go to Melissa when she gets back. Just say it, okay? If that does take place where somebody hears your call and comes here to hang out with me so I can read your energies together, I will call you out of the crowd. I will read you for free. Not guaranteed. If I feel it though, you will. Okay? I'll be right back. I'm literally just gonna mute it, I think. Okay. I wanted you to be able to like really see the table. All right, I think I have an idea. Hold on. Okay. That should work better so you can see most of what's going on here. Let me just make sure we have everything where it needs to be so that we have our evil eye covered, right? Shit, we have everything taken care of. I mean, there we go. Okay. Yay, isn't she pretty? All right. I'm a Gemini. That's why I've got this lover's card here. Okay, so now that we finally found a way for you to see the whole table, we can almost begin. So I have a tarot spread, okay, that is going to the ancestors, and not only ancestors, but like the dead that are here right now for you. Is this left or right? Right. Okay. Um, people that are here for you, or the spirits or the energies from the afterlife, are here to talk to you about your next steps. They're actually pretty fucking serious today. I got to be honest with you. It's very serious vibe. So maybe this is not going to be for all of you specifically, but I think everyone can learn something. But there are people here who want to talk to some of you. I'm just not sure who yet. Okay. I keep hearing the name like Shanna, Shayna, Sharon, Sasha, maybe Sasha. Yeah, that sounds right. What is up here with this? Can you please just let me see the comments? Like, please, Lord, help me. What's the big deal? Okay, it should work. I don't know. Just make sure that you're subscribed, okay? 'Cause you have to be subscribed for like 5 minutes in order to talk in here. So just hit the subscribe button. It's not going to kill you. Plus, like, I need you guys to become part of my collective. If you understand what I mean, like, I need, because then I will be like, when I get the energies, they're going to be first and foremost for the people who subscribe to this channel. First and foremost, you know what I mean? Because I'm asking. That's my intention. The people that subscribe or that's supporting me, those are the ones that are getting the support in return. Okay. These are old. So, how are the ancestors helping you clear this fog? Because it's like you want to get out of the Pisces energy of, like, being drunk and underwater and all confused and watery and emotional, and push that towards the Aries flame, right? Because we're going into Aries season. Okay, so for each of these cards that I pull, there's going to be like an oracle card, and then we'll go off of that. Look, do you see what's on the bottom? Release. That's exactly what we need you to do. Release. That's the death card. And that's Hecate, who is right now. There is a burden, a habit, or a ghost that you've been carrying that actually belongs to your bloodline, not you personally. And they want to help you drop this. There is a family loop, which is why I probably did this earlier. I don't even know where it is. Who knows? There it is. That's probably why I did this earlier when I was doing the figure eights and it came to a four-leaf clover or a butterfly or a dragonfly, something like that. These are karmic loops. It's like your bloodline's karmic loop is intertwined with your karmic loop, making it much more burdensome, right? Okay. Okay. Ancestors, friends in the afterlife. What specific trauma is now being healed by the viewer? The viewers have been working on themselves. They have been trying to really step into a role of maybe somebody gifted. You may have gifts. I do, though, feel specifically, I need to tell you that you're not ready to use those gifts because you have to clear some stuff out, but they want you to get ready because something's going to happen this summer, July or August. Get rid of it so that there's room for the next thing, person, I don't know. Okay, what specifically is this that they're breaking right now? Please, what are they specifically working on breaking? Who, what, where, when, why, whatever it is, let us know. Thank you. Muddled, unclear thinking. Be careful. Do not take risks. Right now, okay, um, whatever it is you're doing, you may have an aggressive feeling toward it. You may have a little bit of resentment towards somebody for hurting you. Somebody gave you such bad PTSD from some relationship, okay, that you don't even think right anymore. They ruined you, but we're about to fix that. You're about to fix that. Okay. What is this? How is this the loop? Oh, okay. You may have somebody in your life, and it could even be parents, right? That tried to hold you back all the time from doing things that were fun, from maybe hanging out with people, whatever it was. It- They tried to stop you and make you feel like you were not responsible enough to handle whatever it is. Uh, it's like helicopter parents, maybe narcissism. Maybe there's a feeling where you feel like you are responsible for everybody else's feelings, but nobody gives a shit about yours, right? You're not thinking straight right now. And Hecate doesn't want you to do anything too crazy in response to either what has happened or what is about to happen. There's something in your life that's about to happen. It could be an argument, could be something good. I don't know. But for whatever the reason, they want to make sure that you're not taking any crazy risks because right now you're not thinking straight. That's for you to acknowledge. I don't know what that's about. Well, maybe we'll find out, but you need to use your intuition on that one. Okay, can you tell me what the forest is, please? Okay, thank you. The forest, page of fire. Yeah, a new creative idea, some sort of enthusiastic motivation coming through. So you might be having a lot of ideas flowing to you right now at this time, things that you could do for yourself, your life, your family. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I don't know. But there's something. What is this claw, please? Look, the dreamer, the fool, beginning, beginnings, believing, protection. Okay. So, what this is saying to me, all these together, is that you have something very big on the horizon. And right now, your thoughts are everywhere. You're left, right, up, down, center, everywhere, spiraling. But you have some idea that's going to give you a brand new beginning. And they don't want this unclear thinking to cause you to impulsively take a risk that could ruin this for you. Again, for you to know, really. 6 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. This is victory, possibly even public victory, and generational ancestral wealth and abundance. Whether the wealth is actual money or The wealth is having a very strong connection to spirit. But either way, whatever idea this is, oh yeah, it's gonna work. Oh yeah, good for you. Now, what kind of energy is around them that's causing them to stagnate? Okay, this was a choice. Or this is you could be a Gemini with the lovers here. Um, do you guys remember earlier when I had the letters out and I kept saying picker, your picker is off? That's what this is. You had to make a decision about somebody in your life. Could be a relationship, but you had to make a decision to walk away. And trust me, you didn't want to. What happened? What do okay, well I'm not reading anybody specifically right now, but if you guys want to connect, like I said, if you guys have an ancestor or a passed on loved one, they might be here with me. So I need you to speak to them, even if you want to put it in the chat, grandpa, come here. I want to talk to you. Whatever. I told you guys what to do. If you don't want to listen to me, I can't help you. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles and Justice. You chose this time wealth, happiness, fairness, peace, instead of this chaos, this up and down. They left me, they're back. Where are they? I'm disappointed, and we're fighting. Like it's just, you decided no more that you're going to do for yourself now. You're going to be okay. You don't need a relationship, right? And that's okay. Eventually you'll want one, but maybe right now you don't. I know that a lot of you do. Nobody doesn't want a relationship ever. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, in this case, you have a lot coming to you. And this was the risk. This was the risk. Do you see? You didn't take it. You said no. Looks like everybody else. It looks like every other relationship I've ever been in. No, I'm not doing it again. What's your question? What's sub? I can't pronounce it. Sabina? Sabiha? So, yeah. What's your question? If I have an answer, just because you guys asked doesn't mean I'm gonna have an answer. I have to see if your ancestors show up. Right. So she's looking for her mother. He's looking for his mother. I'm sorry, I don't know what. Look, 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 look. Good fortune. Dead energy. The key. Successful outcome to your problems. The boat. Look, money, prosperity. You see me just randomly picking these? Money, prosperity. And this is when they said Jesus, right? Jesus had to get on that boat and sit in the middle of the water to get away from everybody. Wow. Whoever you are, oh Lord, you are a wonderful life ahead of you. That's all I have to say. If you just keep doing what you're doing. What? One more, the dead energy. So I just asked the dead what they're doing here, what they're thinking about, and this was the answer. You are very highly thought of. Somebody here wears bows in their hair, or a grandmother or a mother did your hair like that. I don't know who that is though. Okay, obstacles to overcome. Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody has obstacles. but you're very highly thought of by the spirit world. You have very good fortune in your bloodline. You actually may even have a key to something that your other ancestors have been searching for. I just heard for eons. Um, Money, property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Secret admirer. Okay, there it is. So you have somebody that watches you, doesn't say anything. Fucking weird. And that is that dead energy. Because if they continue to hover around the outside of your onion, they're gonna get killed by the roach, the what is it, the roach bait. Remember when I told you guys how like some of these people, they're the lights go on, they scurry away. This is like okay, so this is the onion, right? Bullseye, whatever it is. Okay, there you are. Okay, being protected in that bud under all those leaves, all the way in the center of that onion, right? So now you have some vermin. Okay, and these vermin are hovering all along the outer layers of your onion. Some of them, because you knew them, okay, you let them come in through this doorway and get into these layers. But these layers, these people here, they're hovering and they're distracting you, and they're not welcome because if you knew who they were and you liked them, you'd show them to the door, but you're not. They just sit here and they watch you on the outer layers of your onion. And what happens is there's an irritation. There becomes an irritation in your energy from this. Okay. And you don't know where it's coming from because this person, A, you don't know who the F they are. Okay. And B, you can't see it. You can just feel it, right? You feel something's off. And it's because there's somebody literally watching everything you're doing and not speaking to you about it. Could be an ex, could be anybody. But this is weird, right? So I had that analogy, right? That your energy right now is so potent, okay, that it is shooting out like poisonous, like poisonous shit. I don't know how to explain it. See? You have like this force field around you and there's all this shit in there, right? This is the poison, right? So this person is right here. They're done for. Like a roach. You know what I mean? The minute they get that's it. So your job is to continue to reinforce your shields. Turn lead to gold. Melchemy. Melchemy. So this secret admirer here, it may be cute and everything, but it's weird. If they like you this much, what are they doing? And this is what they're doing. They're literally circling your energy field and you feel it, but you don't know who it is and you don't know really where it's coming from, but you feel it. So, point to me saying that is that you have to sacrifice them. There needs to be a sacrifice in this case. And unfortunately, this person who doesn't want to show up for you like a normal person, who just wants to sit here thinking about how wonderful you are, but never actually speaking to you, they're the ones that are going to be sacrificed, right? Dude, if it's get out then. Samantha, get out. Is somebody putting a gun to your head and making you come in here? I'm confused. Who made you come in here? Nobody. So now exit. Very simple. Okay. So the sacrifice, right? What spirits are asking you to burn or leave behind? What are they asking you to burn? What are they asking you to leave behind? You see, like Samantha, how she keeps coming in and saying weird things. That's Samantha. She's one of the vermin on the outside. See what I'm saying? We got to kill these roaches, man. They're gross. They're gross. Three of Wands, something good coming after the sacrifice. What do you need to burn or leave behind? Uh, Yep, I am possessed by the devil, so you better watch out. Samantha, do you think it would scare you if, like, you were laying in bed one night, opened your eyes, and then, like, something was floating above you, shaking their finger at you? That would be scary, right? Sleep paralysis, you can't move. Some crazy black entity floating over you, taking up the whole ceiling. Tisk tisk. Sounds scary, right? I love trolls. Thank you. I love them. Get some action in here. Look, and then Ace of Wands. Yes, see? You had the Page of Wands earlier, and now here's the Ace. So there's your, it went from an idea and an inspiration to a really good idea. Like it's like an offered, it's like there, it's ready to go now. Okay. 10 of Swords. Look, okay, there's the devil. Okay, so the devil's out now. Okay, so let's see. Why is the devil here? Yes, it is witchcraft. Everybody knows it's witchcraft, honey. That's why they're in here. They know it. They know what they're doing, sweetheart. Are there any other rooms you can go into and bother them, or? So here's the devil, right? Illusion, dependency, materialistic. Okay, that doesn't look much like a devil. This is the ego, right? The ego, where you think you know everything, right? You think you have the right to tell everybody what you think, and you think that anybody's going to care. Nobody cares what you say. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Get rid of the ego. You're not better than anybody else, and you don't know everything. That's why the devil's here. And you see how she has a bird in the cage. She's opening it. She's opening it. She's saying, "Leave, please leave. Get out of here. Leave. Go." Before you end up in the Ten of Swords, right? Watching the time tick by. No progress, just swords everywhere. Thinking, 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 right? Okay. I'm just gonna do a little spell. Um, just this little spell to follow people around. Let them learn a little lesson. Okay, give me 1 second. I keep hearing uh Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Let's see. Fucking blind leading the blind over here. See, look, the spell already worked, taking away what you have and giving you sleepless nights. So let's be careful. All right. Everybody make sure they cleanse. When you come, you can't go around anything that I'm doing without cleansing yourself first, or something will follow you back. And I don't want that for you. Knight of Cups and oh, poverty. There was it's reminding me of the past, right? Somebody had come into you very love bomby and took everything from you. Look, there's the oops. There's 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I got it. I get it. Okay. Let's do this. We're just going to connect with the dead fully, okay? We're not going to go by the spread, okay? We're just going to connect with the dead. No spread, just the dead. That's what I'm being told to do, so that's what we're going to do. I haven't done lives in a while, so I'm very rusty. Very. But I'll get back into the swing of things. Um, when I do lives, sometimes I'm on this channel or my other two channels. The one that has like one has 1,000 subscribers and there's like 700 something subscribers. Then this one's brand new, and then I have TikTok, um, where I do. So I'm all over the place. I'm going to be on a few other platforms soon. And what's gonna happen is, instead of like the super fan thing, it's gonna or it could be a membership where I'm gonna be posting the channel sessions. So I'm gonna be doing channeling sessions and then readings separately, and then I will be posting the channeling sessions for you guys to watch because I know you've asked for that before as well. Okay, honey. See you later, Lucy. I'm confused. I don't even know what's going on in this chat. What did I miss? What is going on? Can somebody explain to me what is happening? The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. I'm not the devil. I don't even sound like the devil. Bitch. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be on TikTok, but I'll be somewhere. I'll be making my rounds again. I needed a little bit of a break. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. One. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do talking to the dead, asking the afterlife, I call it. Okay. Asking the afterlife. And we're just going to ask questions. I have a whole bunch of different like questions that I have written out, and like the signature, what charm or symbol represents them? The connection. Ask if they're a blood relative, ancestor, a spirit guide. Ask what their mood is and the energy. Ask for truth. Ask for why. Ask what needs to be released. Ask how to level up. So let's just see how far we go here. Does anybody here try to connect specifically with anybody who's passed on? If so, please say yes and write their name in the comments. You can even go as so far as to ask what you want, the question. Cannot guarantee that they will be here for me to answer it, but I can do a little bit of calling as well once I see what you need, okay? But I'm not staying here all night to do that. So if you want me to, just put it in the chat now, please. Okay. Okay. So if nobody wants anything specific, then I will pull a few cards and some charms and see who is here. And then we can, this is going to be something we're doing every day, talking to the dead like this. So it's just a beginning. Okay. Spirit, guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, interdimensional beings. Who is here right now from the afterlife? Give somebody in the chat clues as to who is here to speak to them from the afterlife, please. Too specific. April. Something about April. Your birthday could be in April. Your name could be April. Something in April. I'm sorry, sweetie. Priyanka. We're only speaking to dead people tonight. So if there's somebody who passed away and you want to communicate with them, you can put their name in there. But I'm not doing that type of reading today. What else, please, Spirit? The eagle. And you see, look, the onion. You see? The eagle. This is triumph over troubles and obstacles. Something an eagle. I'm thinking Native American. I'm also thinking Hecate because Her key has that on there. Where's the key? Hold on. There it is. See? And then there's also my onion, right? That I just drew, right? So the eagle is up here. You can see the bigger picture of everything, right? And the bigger picture is that one of you have some sort of key. It's ancestral. Everybody's little key will be different. Somebody here, though, you have, ouch, sorry, you have the right key, or you're going to have the right key. Okay. I don't know what this means. Please pay attention, write things down, journal. We will continue this. It'll be a forever reading. The same thing, just different people, different. Okay. Ah, okay. This would be interesting. Okay. So this next question, okay, is your guides or your ancestors want to tell you what your gift is, right? Which one of the Claires is your gift? I'm sorry. They're getting frustrated. I know. I can't even tell you. They're getting frustrated that people keep coming in and leaving and coming back and leaving because the energy keeps changing for them and they're frustrated, which in turn will frustrate me. But I can just hit a button and it'll be over for me. They can't do that. Which of your clairs, sight, hearing, or knowing, is being amplified right now by the ancestors? If you have anything going on in your gut, say something in the chat. If you have something where your head and your gut keep communicating back and forth to a point where it could be making you feel like shit. Yes, of course, Priyanka. Yes. What I need you guys to do is it's not a specific question back and forth yet. Put in the chat who you want to speak to, just like you did. Okay. And then I'm going to call them telepathically. And if they are here, they will throw things out that tell you they are here. You're going to know the signs, right? If they put out a whole bunch of letters, I can read you those letters. I can tell you what I think they mean, but only you're going to know what they mean because it's your intuition. It's your life. It's your life force, right? So we've got some people here that want to speak to their mothers. Give me a sign, please. Give me a sign for them, please. This, the kite, which is a vacation. Now, this is a lot of flying, it's a lot of air. So you could be an air sign, or they could be an air sign. We also have April here, which could be um Aries or Taurus. Oh, no. Okay. What question is it, Priyanka? Put the question. Everybody, put your whatever you want to know. Put it in the chat. It's okay. I'm not even if I can't answer it or I want put it in there. Don't give too many details. Just say who they are to you and what you would like to know. And it should be something serious or important. Not I don't want to ask your mom if the boy in your class likes you. That is not what I'm doing here. Okay? So write everything that you need. I will absolutely try to connect. Okay? What else? For the people in here that are trying to connect to their passed on loved ones. Lovely Rita maid. Ooh, firecracker, excitement. Again, air, more air. Oh my god. Did you wait, wait. I just sang wait. I'm like in shock. Her name was Rita. I just said, oh my God. Did anybody just hear me sing that? Okay. Never mind. All right. So maybe she's here because I started singing that song. It's a Beatles. Is it the Beatles? I feel like it's something about the Beatles as well. Not unsuccessful plans. Okay. Can I call you Priya? There's some knot that you can't get out. It it's definitely metaphorical. I mean, maybe there's a 1% chance that it's an actual knot. I'm seeing a necklace with like the little ball because it got tangled and you can't get it out. Oh my God, Priya, you sweet thing. I know it's not going to make you feel any better, but most of the people in my generation have very emotionally unavailable parents. They think that because you had a roof over your head, that you should be happy. And that is not how it works, right? What happened, Yarita? You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Right now, whoever, if it is your mother, I'm not 100% sure, they're talking about your career. Something about you were supposed to be something and you didn't do it. I don't know. And maybe you needed them to help you emotionally untie this knot so that you could be successful. But stuff, I just feel like you were stuffing down your emotions so badly it ended up blowing up. This is what happens. Something about romance. Unsupportive. This may not just be Priya though. To be anyway, no support when it came to relationships. So maybe you would bring people home and they always had something to say about it. Maybe you broke up with people because your mother didn't like them. This not necessarily you, Priya. This is just what's coming out. I have no idea what that was. I just got knocked off, so I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So the elephant came out. And it's almost like the elephant in the room, right? There was something going on between you and your mother, or if this is somebody else, whoever you were dealing with. And it was like the elephant in the room that nobody ever talked about. So, Priya, you're going to need to answer me or I have to move on because I can't do. Okay. There we go. Okay. My material uncle, mom's elder brother used to Oh my God, Priya, I'm so sorry. Okay, so what you're saying is that she let people do that to you and she was not there to protect you, right? And it was a big elephant in the room that nobody talked about. She knew you were being hurt, but she was in denial because if you are hurt, then that means she's a failure and she would rather see you hurt than accept she's a failure. Younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Goldfish, increase in material wealth. And I don't really think that with what's going on with you, Priya, that you really give that much of a fuck about material wealth. Maybe that's how your mother was. She was very all about like money and status and reputation. Look at that. You see? Wealth. The minute I said that, is that uncle your mother's brother? And is he younger than her? Fly. A period of depression. Okay, so now I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I feel like your mother's making a lot of excuses right now for me. Like she is. She's making a lot of excuses. She's still in her ego, even in the afterlife. This is nothing you did wrong. Nothing. There is no why, Priya. The why is because she is the way she is. That's why. I don't care. Living or dead, I'll roast your ass if you deserve it. Right now, I'm a little angry at her because I feel like she's making excuses. The door. The door. See, hold on. What did I say? There it is, July. Something is coming in July. And there was February where I mentioned January, February. July, January, February, August, October, December. The dragon. Beware of self delusion because this is not you're trying to ask a question with there's no answer to. Wait, I'm sorry, but let me read that. Okay, that means she thinks whatever happens to me. Um, I'm going to be honest with you. She knows she's responsible, and I can feel that from her energy, but she will not admit it. Something about money, and she talks about how bright you are, how smart you are. Something about you could have done so much more, so much better. It's always every time she would give you a bar, she'd raise it. Oh, if you could get here, I can love you and you'll be perfect. And then you get here and it's like, well, now I want you to come here. Oh, you did that? Well, why don't you try here? Moving the bar. She knows she's responsible, but she's not admitting it. Not to me. Too much of an ego. Look, a new job or a raise. Why is she so hung up on money? Can you please explain this to me? Because I don't understand why she's so hung up on money and material things. Tell me about her behavior. What was important to her? No. I don't blame you, Priya. I don't blame you. Hold on. Just let me ask. While if I ask you a question, answer it so that I can keep going because I don't want to lose the tether. Your father's still alive? You can't make it up. Look, V for victory. Pointing to the door. See? I gotta be honest with you, Priya. I would not doubt it that she was that if there because that's usually how it works. The covert narcissist where they pretend to be these wonderful people, wonderful parents, but really they're abusing you behind the scenes and making you sit there and stuff it down. Honestly, I can't even the things that I wanted that I would if she was still alive, the things I would do to her. Okay, that's all I have to say. Now let's see. Yeah, fuck you too. Let's see. Look, someone is trying to come between you. She's mad at me. Can you believe she's getting mad at me? She's mad at me. You're gonna put a wedge between me and my daughter. You already have a fucking wedge, bitch. Look at that. Right on point. Sorry, I called her a bitch, but she is. Because are you serious? Hold on. Your daughter needed you. Your daughter felt helpless. Your daughter needed you. Your daughter felt helpless. And guess what? You're not here anymore. And she still fucking feels that way. So take responsibility for it. Can't just leave the earth and then expect everybody else to deal with what you left behind, especially pain. Were you also abused? Look, the Empress, the mother, the mother. This is what you're supposed to be. All four queens nurturing, loving, smart, attentive, all the things. That's the mother. What you're being told, Priya, is that you have Mother Earth by your side. Look, magician. You can do anything you want. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Independence. Yes, yes, yes. Three yeses. I already told you. She didn't tell me anything. She's just giving me energy. It's the energy. There is no why. That's the thing. Why did you do this? Why did you let this happen to her? I'm asking. Okay. I don't, there's not a straight answer like that, but I'll try. Okay. I asked her why, right? And the response is compromise, end of struggle, reach an agreement. She wants forgiveness and she's treating it like a fucking contract. Oh, we just move past this already, Priya? Can't we get over this already, Priya? That's what she's saying. Unreal. Look, she's saying you and I can talk without a medium. Are you gifted, Priya? Do you have some sort of clairvoyance, clairaudience? You're wise. You've been learning a lot. You've been watching a lot of spiritual stuff. Virgo, September, Leo, Saturn, Virgo, Chiron. She is asking you to forgive her, but I don't like the way she's saying it because she's just like, "Oh, can't we just?" You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm so sorry for what I did. It's like, "Oh God, you're still talking about this." Do you see what I'm saying? Is anybody else? Oh, there's nobody else in here. Does that make sense or no? She's using. She's like, "You're too smart for this. You know, you do. You know, you're too smart for this. Don't hold on to this." It's like, what? Look, see, temperance. She wants you to balance your emotions about this. This is insane. I'm sorry. This is very despicable to me the way this is being treated. What is her name? Oh yeah, Rita. Rita? Definitely she's still arrogant. 100%. Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's like, "Oh, come on. Can't we just end this? Can't we just end this conflict already? Can't you just let it go?" Sagittarius, Jupiter, 14, 9, 23, 5, the Hierophant. Traditional. Okay. I'm getting answers. Priya. Something about family and religion and hierarchy. I w- it's making me feel like she was also repressed. Does that make sense? Like she also wasn't listened to as a child or as an adult or as any she was never listened to. Just like you. Just like you. And it has to do with tradition, religion, ritual, the belief that the man says what goes and do you get what I'm saying? And I couldn't do anything to stop it. There was nothing I could have done. That's what I'm hearing. I was also being repressed. Were you being abused too, Rita? Oh my God. Yes. Yes, she was. And she kept that hidden. She keeps all of this hidden inside of her. I know you are keeping all of this hidden inside of you. And I'm happy you're here letting it out. Make sure you come here every time you see me and let it out again. Why are you sorry? Oh, sorry. I know what you mean. Yeah, but you also have to understand we don't want that to overshadow because I look at it this way, Priya. If it happened to her and she knew how horrible it was, why'd she let it happen to you? That's my frustration. Please explain to me why 5 years? 5 years. Priya, how many years was this happening? Something about 5 years? Something about I went from Queen of Pentacles to poverty in 5 years. Who did it to you, Rita? She loves you. She loves you so much. She's saying it both ways. The things you she's this is what I'm hearing. The things you do for love. And then simultaneously, for you, Priya, my cup has always overflowed. I've always loved you. I'm sorry that I didn't show you. I didn't know how. Who was abusing you? Family. Yes, she was being abused by family. And this had to do something about even after marriage? What is going on? The illusion of a happy family, the cover up illusion of a happy family. Yes, she's admitting it too. She's admitting that there was jealousy. She loves you and she always thought that you were more beautiful than her. And you see this Knight of Swords, very impulsive, very impulsive. Um, quick to cut you off when you needed to talk, quick to walk away or be busy when you needed her. She's not telling me who abused her. She's not telling me, honey. Oop, the world. Um, she doesn't want you. She says, don't talk about it on the World Wide Web. She's not happy that you're here. That's all I have to say. She's not happy that you're doing it this way. But then but she's here and she's answering the questions. This is a portal to your new life. Letting go of all of this, understanding and using empathy, but also you have every right to be you have every right to feel your life is ruined. Every right. There's no doubt about that. Does it have to stay that way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. She wants you to let it go, not because she doesn't care, but because she sees where your life is headed if you don't let it go. And again, when I mean let it go, it doesn't mean let it go and never, no. Just don't let it dominate. It dominates the way you think, it dominates the way you move, it dominates the things you say. That's the issue. And she doesn't want you to suffer like that anymore. Can you just give me the rest of your path? Priya, is hidden. Her abuse, it's hidden. She's not ready to speak about that. Look, public victory and the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is like a narcissist card. This is narcissism for sure. Um, she always wanted to look like you were all winning. Winning, best family ever. I mean, people are being abused. On no, Priya, no, she is not. No, absolutely no. She is not. She is not. That was who she was when she was alive. When people pass away, they're not the same person. Your mother isn't Rita anymore. You know what I mean? She's an energy that exists with all of the memories and all of the feelings and all the things so that I can touch it, taste it, feel it, smell it through energy. Her energy states that she wants you to be happy and she understands why you're angry at her. She's angry at herself too. She understands what she let happen was despicable. And there is something, but I just don't want to tell you what it is unless you're okay with it. But it's not good. And it's not about you. Something about your father. You, I'm telling you what she's giving me, sweetheart. It doesn't matter what you ask, unfortunately, because they're not always going to answer what you want to know. They give you what you need to know. But something about your father and defending. What sign is your father, your uncle, your mother? Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio. I know, honey, but I've already done too much. So, okay. And maybe you're not understanding, but I asked her these questions. If she doesn't answer them, there's nothing that I can do. Now, oh shit. Let me ask you a question though. When you say what does she want? Is she, do you feel her around you? Because you called her in. So really she's asking what the fuck do you want? You get what I'm saying? What do you want? You just called me here. There's a lot of she's acknowledging a lot of confusion in your life. She's connecting with you today. She says it's not going to be the first and last. She wants to connect directly with you, but your brain is full of confusion, fear, fear of abandonment, and fear of um something really like catastrophic happening, like the other shoe, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Um so confusion, the poverty, and then here we go again with this. Now, was your mother a water sign? I literally just said something about your father. Did you hear what I said about your dad or no? How he has been and will be defending himself for the rest of his life. Hold on. Can you please list their signs for me, honey? You have so many questions, but you gotta answer mine. Okay. Yeah, hurry, babe. She's disconnecting. I feel her leaving, so hurry up. Signs, signs. Signs, signs, everywhere is signs. Uh, I think she's gone. You don't? When are their birthdays? You don't know their birthdays? Yeah. So we have the moon straight away, right? We know we have the new moon coming up, and also the things that happen to your mom, they're hidden and repressed. We have Mars energy, Aries, which is another energy that's coming in. Priya, you have a portal opening for you to get out of this karmic loop of hatred and resentment. Okay? So either you stay here and keep ruminating, or you exit the door. Stage left. We have Scorpio and then Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, Priya, one last question. One. Even if you can re-ask it if I missed it, but one, not this and then bullet points. Just one single question. Think of the one you want to know the absolute most. Okay. Essentially, wait, Midas. Hi, honey. Okay, this how this works is if you want to connect with somebody from the other side, right? You just need to start talking about them in the chat. Not with many details, but I want to connect with my mother. This is why I want to connect with my mother. And then if they show up, it will come out in the cards. And then we'll switch. Like right now, Priya's mother, the connection's being lost. That's why she's going to get one more question. And then hopefully, if Priya has more questions next time and her mom joins us, then through the signs, she'll get the answers that way. You need to start journaling while you're in here, guys, and write things down. I don't care if it seems weird. I don't care if you think I'm insane. I don't fucking care because this is what I do. So write it down and you'll thank me later. Okay. Okay. So you want to know if he was the cause of. So can I just ask you one question? I'm so sorry, but was that how she passed away, or was she paralyzed for a period of time and then passed away? 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. This is very ancestral. Do you have any kids? Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, competition, sneaky betrayals, illness, or just ruminating, with this case, illness, and then victory. There's the Emperor. Yes. Yes. I'm getting the yes or no dice, okay? Oh, oh, see the dog's barking, so seems like we have some more visitors from the dead here. She wants to know, was her father, your husband, either then or at one point, responsible for what happened to you? Did he physically lay a hand on you? And then this happened for your daughter. Where'd the other one go? Maybe, yes, maybe, no, yes. So, wait, what did I just do? Yes, yes, maybe. There's only one no. Okay, I'm hearing. Okay, were you physically fighting him back when this happened? Yes, yes, that's what it is. She blames him, but not fully because she was engaging in the argument and maybe also laid her hands on him as well. And it was an accident. Yes. Shit. Okay. Let me take just 3 of these for now. Yes, no, maybe so, I just heard. Do you blame him? Maybe, no. This is interesting. I do feel like she's covering up for him a little bit. Is this how it always was? Explain this to me. Was it always where you were being abused, nobody gave a fuck? She always took their side over you, protected him and others that were abusive, and they themselves were being abused by the same people they were protecting. This is what I'm getting. But what you're being told is that you have a life ahead of you that you don't want to miss out on because you're obsessing over this, even though you have every right to. Do you see what I'm saying? You have every right to say, fuck the world, but so do I. And I choose not to. I choose to have faith. I'm showing you the afterlife exists. Okay. I'm showing you that we can intermingle if you can handle the crazy adrenaline rushes and anxiety. But they see something for you. The door is for you. You have the only key, Priya. What happened to you was horrific. What happened to you was despicable. No one should ever touch anybody, whether it be inappropriately or physically violent or whatever. You have there's no reason for you to feel responsible for this. You were a child, correct? Yes, you can. You can absolutely connect with all of you have this ability. However, you would need to learn a few things before. That's just to protect yourself. And I'm going to do a ritual tomorrow night for the moon, for the new moon, and I will give you a little something that you can do, okay? But and I will help you just like I want to help everybody through this journey. But you need to journal because if I don't know, I don't remember my readings. I don't even remember what I said 3 seconds ago. I can't. It's too much information. So you guys need to be writing down what comes out that's hitting you. And then next reading, come back with that and compare. Because if you are getting hits, if you're at home and you're getting intuitive hits, and you write it down, and then you come here and I say something similar, that's your cue that you can do it. Do you get what I'm saying? But we have to do slowly, 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 because when you're in a vulnerable position like this, your mother isn't going to be the only thing coming through, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Okay. So, all right. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Priya. Write everything down. This will be posted later. You can watch it again if you need to. Okay. And then from now on, if you see me in the chat, I mean, obviously, you're not going to be asking me the questions that you have. You're going to be writing down the questions that you want me to have the answer to. And then you're going to get it yourself. Does any of this make sense? I don't know. Okay, who else is in here? Midas, are you still in here? Your grandfather, mother. Oh, shit. Make sure that you subscribe, Priya, so that you know when I'm on here. Okay? Look at this. Look at what's at the split. Teacher or instructor, mentor. You need to find a mentor. After I just told you to come back and I'll help you. You can't make it up. You can't make it. Do you? Oh shit. Okay, now this is gonna apply. And again, just because I'm done with Priya's reading doesn't mean that what comes through isn't still for her. And but I'm focusing on Midas, whether he's here or not. Oh, there you are. Okay. You can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. Love for animals. Walk it like you talk it. Oh my god. Honestly, not you guys specifically, but somebody is so weird in here. Like literally, there are people that unliked my post. They unliked it. Like what a loser to go back and just to do that. Ugh, loser. Well, I mean, I do offer, paid mentorships. Um, if you're interested in a paid mentorship, meaning you pay for the mentorship, um, you can email me at OG like subscriber, OG sub help at Gmail. I'm gonna write it here. I did close readings for a little bit, and I'm gonna reopen them soon. I just want to catch up. Let me write this for you, sweetie. I will help you because if you are an energy worker, yes, you'll absolutely be able to do this yourself. And you still may need help here and there, but that's okay. My ultimate goal is for all of you to be able to do this on your own. I don't I don't gatekeep and I don't keep people. You can't see this. See OG sub help. Okay. If anybody needs to email me, Don't expect a response too quickly though, because it takes me a while. I have like 10,000 emails I have to get through. Make sure you title it with, what with whatever you, if you think, if it's important, like title it that way so I don't skip over it. All right. So Midas, does any of these sayings mean anything to you? Spend more time with friends and family. That's what we're doing. Okay. I don't know who this is for. Midas, you got to give me a minute to get into just solely your energy. This is coming out for other people. Something about pillow talking, talking shit about somebody else while you're sleeping in someone else's bed with them. Okay. Let's see. Back injury, spine injury, sports related injury. So there's the paralyzation, Priya. There's paralyzed. Back spine injury. What about you, Midas? Is this resonating with you at all? What is, can we, and also we need to be able to connect with one person at a time. So Midas, can you pick one and give me their name, please? Yep, that makes sense. Linda, listen, Linda. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. William, play it safe. William, what's your first name, Midas, if you don't mind, or just tell me any name that you go by. You don't have to give me your full name or anything like that. Just the first name. Cannot, will not accept who they really are. Cannot and will not accept who they really are. I don't know. Money, Connecticut, Connecticut. Oh God, left you to pay for play. I don't know who that's for. Okay. Oh, thank you, Priya. I love you too, sweetheart. Definitely email me, okay? And I'll tell you what your options are if you want to do a mentorship. Mark. Okay, nice to meet you, Mark. I'm Mel. My name is Mel. And that's what you guys can call me. They call me Mel, they call me OG, they call me Black Sheep. It's all those things. All different channels. Ungrounded. You oh whoa, did you see that? Oh my god. Mark, do you see what this just came out? You already know. It flew out. Ungrounded. You already know. Look at that. Use your intuition. Your body is connected. You will feel it in your body if it's not right. Look at this. It keeps saying it. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Smiling liar alert. Smiling liar. What does this have to do with the grandfather? William. What do you need to tell Mark? Can you tell Mark something so he knows it's you? Breadcrumbs. Practices daily prayers. Do you do that? or maybe you need to. Are these empty? No. Be strong. Something about your parents. Accord. Maybe, I don't know, cats. And then this, the higher the vibration you reside in, the harder it will be for anything to crush your spirit. Literally, the worst thing ever could show up and you'd just transmute it. Alchemist. If someone sees your caring and loving nature and they choose to still hurt you, they lose you. You may have warned them, possibly for years, but as you predicted, they fucked it up. And now you need to, bye. Refuses to face their own shadow. Ground. It's saying you're not grounded, which is okay. You're in your head a little too much, but who wouldn't be? Lying about what you do for money. Maybe they have an issue about how you make money. You may have been through something tragic with these people or this person, either in the recent past or in possibly another life. Recognize the warning signs and use empathy when communicating your thoughts. Time to put efforts into your path. Once your bridge is finished, you must cross without with or without certain people. Somebody, I don't know if this is if you're dealing with relationship issues, I don't know, but somebody in here, if it's not you, Mark, somebody feels very stupid for letting you go and oh well, fishing for compliments. Look, can you believe that just came out? Wish them well, bye. Oh my god. Do not carry past energies into new connections or face possible failure. They know they lied about you, and soon everyone else will know too. And here we go. Get a spiritual mentor. Okay, I'll do a little more for you, Mark. Go a little deeper. I need you to ask me a specific question about your grandfather, or we can just kind of see what comes up. But I don't know. I think you should, oh my gosh, let them go.